I gave you the raw material of a letter that saved my marriage 3 years into our marriage yesterday. I recall that at that time I only understood probably 50% to 75% of the letter, a rough estimate. I used to fill the gaps with my creative brain. No wonder why we had such a struggle communicating. Another thing that you may or may not have observed of me is that I love to test out people. Love to talk about subjects to see where people that I surround myself with stand. The one thing that was very hard at the beginning was to learn the American technique of sugarcoating. I say what I feel and think. You probably recall when my husband laughed about me answering his question of, "Do you love me?" I used to tell him, "In time." He used to use this one with the doctors in some of his sales calls. He used to tell one incident we had in our honeymoon. I was a very rooted Latina when I met him. I must watch my telenovelas no matter where I was. Gabriel Soto, a Mexican actor, was showing all those goodies. Oh, and yes, I was lasting at the TV right in front of my husband's face. Obviously, when he saw that, and here I called the man a guapo, which means handsome, he asked, if he is handsome, what am I? I responded without hesitation, gordo, which means fat. He chuckled because he thought, since I just married him, I may say something different. Remember, I was lasting over the hot body of the Mexican actor, so I just said it came to my mind. It is so true that when you love someone, you accept them the way they are. I was rough on the edges, and he managed to see beauty in me. I am going to enumerate the lessons I am taking from this letter. It is so much information. We'll get a few today and see what I got out of it tomorrow. Okay, so lesson number 1. The negatives in our lives can end up making up the positive side of us. The challenges we went through made us realize our deficits and the need to work on them to make ourselves better. I guess this is the reason it's so hard to heal, because it took so much time to get to a certain level, and in a manner of a second, the realization that all that you built is gone, it's hard to swallow. I didn't even get to take pictures of my building to showcase. I know some of you know me since the first time I came into the United States. You feel I should move on with my life. Trust me, I have. It doesn't take away the way I feel about my husband or think of him. You need to understand I lost the biological human being, but the spiritual being is still very present. I treasure him and always will. He is still continuing being my motivator, inspiration, teacher, and mentor, because he knew me more than I know myself. Thinking of the loss, yes, causes pain, but I don't always let myself just focus on that. I work on self-discovery and self-development. He felt that our relationship or life together was too good to be true. At least is what he used to tell me. He used to write a lot to me. He was a selfishless human being that he will give up his time to make me happy. Remember he mentioned all that time I spent back home at the beginning of our relationship? Yes, the transition was not easy. I didn't know I was coming to America to live. I thought he wanted me to meet his family. I thought I was going to go back to my country and he was going to retire there. And that is the reason. Never assume, people. Okay, lesson number 2. Love is not like the picture. Love is not like they picture it in the movies or telenovelas. It's not always love at the first sight. It can also be a planted seed that you nurture and water every day to birth that new living beautiful tree. There are many types of love. My experience with Bob and going back to what we had makes me realize that I love him many different types of ways. Remember, he was not just my husband. He felt he filled many roles in my life. I am currently exploring the mentor and teacher role of him, which I am so impressed to see that is living after his physical departure. When I read his writings, make me feel like I am in a scavenging hunting game. He left so much out there for me. In a way, I am doing something similar here. I want my daughter to get the lessons I learned as early as possible to hopefully and pray to God she reaches a very fulfilling life. Lesson number 3. I married my husband to create a better future for myself. It doesn't mean I needed to do it in a parasitic way. Use that living being until eventually kill it. I was more like a bacteria in the gut, happy to receive the undigested food, which we know some bacteria make some vitamins for us. Several bacteria genera that are common in the distal intestine, example, bacteroids, bifidobacterium, and enterococcus, are known to synthesize vitamins, thiamine, folate, biotin, riboflavin, and pantothenic acid are water-soluble vitamins that are plentiful in the diet, but that are also synthesized by gut bacteria. Likewise, it has been estimated that up to half of the daily vitamin K requirement is provided by gut bacteria. The above information was borrowed by a study titled Contribution of Internal Bacteria to Nutrition and Metabolism and the Critical Ill by Michael J. Morowitz, MD, Erica Carsley, MD, and John C. Alberti, MD, which was published in the Surgical Clinic of America website. I am leaving you all with these 3 lessons today. Thank you so much for all the support I received from you all. God bless and have an amazing day. Disclaimer, we can never go without them, right? So this is my disclaimer. I am still not getting paid for my writings, but I am enjoying this beautiful journey of self-discovery. Please feel free to take this as my gift to you. I hope this information can be useful or even entertaining to your life. Remember, the way I provide for my family is by selling some amazing hair and skincare products that I fell in love with at the present time, okay? So private message me to set a consultation time to see if you could benefit from my products. I am building my YouTube channel, so if you enjoy my video, will greatly appreciate you like my video and subscribe to my channel at Martha Health and Beauty. God bless you all, and let's make sharing love and the beauty of humanity be viral and contagious. Thank you. Bye.